Kitties, you were all asleep. And the minute I come in here, hey kiddos, hi honeys. I was turning on my laptop so I could check the signal. It looks okay. Oh man, YouTube's doing the thing with our chat that now has the @ sign. I hate that. I don't like it. I don't want them to do that. Hi. I think I see Pam Fogel. It's going to be hard maybe for me to figure out who's who with them using the handle. It's the first time it's happened on our channel. I've seen it happening on a lot of other channels. The Ninja Kittens were calm and quiet. Hi, Mechanic Mama. Ramblin' Rome. That's okay, honey. I'm just glad to see you. If you notice the title, if you notice the title, I'm just checking in. Hadn't been live for, I don't know, a week and a half or something. And I thought, well, maybe I ought to go live for a little while, just let everybody know you're still alive and you're still here. So hope you guys are doing well. I think I'd better close the laptop because if one of those Ninja Kittens jumps on it and touches a button that I don't know how to, like make everything okay, if it's not okay, then I won't be okay. Hi, Angie's Life. I think I said hi to Pam Fogel and Mechanic Mama. I'm glad you're having some downtime, Mechanic Mama. What's going on here? Obviously, at least where I live, it's Saturday. And as usual, I have no content. It's finally autumn here insofar as the weather. Yeah, I better close the laptop. So I have been switching out my clothes, seasonal stuff. Got my sweatpants on, got my fuzzy slippers on. It's cloudy, it's sprinkling rain. We're having leftover chili for supper, so I don't have to cook. And Bob is taking a nap. Everything was so nice, quiet, and calm. And I thought, well, you hadn't been on live for a little while. Just hop on for a few minutes and say howdy doody, tutti fruities. And of course, as soon as I did that, the Ninja Kittens go haywire. And as usual, your chat keeps disappearing. So Ramblin' Rome, honey, I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I'm wearing my Arkansas Razorback shirt today. Puppy Red Mustang, you're smoking a butt? What do you mean you're, I was going to say, no, you're not. You stopped smoking. You're smoking a butt. Okay. Well, the last time you did that, as I recall, you had trouble keeping it lit. we always, well, I shouldn't say always. Y'all know I don't like the word always and never and everybody, everyone, everything, those all-inclusive terms. I started to say we always have a rack of ribs in the fridge or the freezer. So I should amend that and say almost always. But tomorrow, actually, I'm going to do a pork tenderloin in the oven here on the inside. So anyway, I have to kind of keep my voice down since Bob is having a nap. Ramblin' Rome, I used to live right. See, your chat fades so quickly. The kittens have kind of settled down. Let me open the laptop back up. I seem to keep getting my tongue tangled up around my eye teeth, causing me difficulty in seeing what I'm saying. Anyway, if they're going to settle back down, the only thing is if I look over here to see your chat, then you're looking at me from a profile, and I still have my doggy ears. But I want to see your chat. Let me see. Hang on a second. I don't know if you guys will sit over here or not. No kitty, no kitty. This isn't going to go well. If I have you here, then I can glance down and see your chat really well. And if I kind of hold on to the tripod with my hand. Anyway, what have you kids been up to? Anything good? Ramblin' Rome was saying, I used to live right across the street from the Arkansas Razorback Stadium. You made a fortune on parking? I bet. Okay, I need to advance this to the live. Okay. Ramblin' Rome, did I know that you used to live in Fayetteville? Or are you talking about War Memorial in Little Rock? So anyway, darlings, what have you been up to? I hope good. And if you've been up to something not good, you need to tell us all about it and confess right here. Oh, by the way, hi, my name is Susan. Welcome to Lip Locked No More. Pam, you've been aching all over with the weather. I'm sorry, honey. Rambling around Fayetteville? Cool. Cool. Sweet pig. So anywho, what have you been up to that's bad? If you'll tell me now, I promise I'll keep it a secret. We won't tell anybody. Ramblin', get over here. I need a line producer. Ramblin', back in Ramblin' Rome's married days, they lived all over that little Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri line. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, and up in that area, Ramblin', of course, as you know, that's easily done because the way the three states meet up there in the northwestern tip of Arkansas. Hi, Patty Graham. Patty, I'm doing pretty good. Angie's Life, I think I said hi, honey, but just to be sure. And Patty, as I've told the kids that are already here, this is a well, I didn't actually say it this way. This is a non-official Brawless Kitchen cult meeting, but we're not in the kitchen. We're on the daybed in my office because Bob is taking a nap. And if we were in the kitchen with my big mouth, it would probably disturb him. I may be disturbing him anyway. And there's nothing going on. I just felt like I should check in with you guys. And like I said in the opening, let you know I'm still alive. I'm still here. Ramblin' Rum, when you say Brooklyn, are you talking about this Brooklyn, New York? Notice how I tried to say it as if I could speak it like a New Yorker. Angie's Life, you're trying to get rid of a head cold, baby? Dang nabbit. I don't want to jinx myself, so knock on wood. I don't remember the last time I had a head cold. Now watch me get one. Pam Fogel, you've been getting the basement ready for people to come to get mold out of your basement and get the winter clothes into the closets too. Man, I hate that you have mold in your basement. I've never had to deal with mold, but I never, well, I started to say I've never had a house with a basement. It wasn't my house, it was my mother-in-law's house, but it was a huge house and the three of us lived in it. The three of us being she, her son, who was my husband, and myself. But the way it was constructed, it was more open than it was a basement. It was more like a lower level that opened out where the cliff looked over onto the lake. Never mind. No kitty. No kitty, no. Just glancing over here at your chat again. This is a really weird way to do it, I know. But you guys know me. At least the ones of you that are in chat, I am weird. You know, normal people really worry me. So, have you been paying any attention to anything that's going on YouTube lately? Hi, Mrs. Fletcher. Mrs. Fletcher, I'm glad that the handles are showing up in a way that I can actually recognize who you kids are. This is the first time on one of my live streams, Mrs. Fletcher, that hi Connie, yes. Hi, Connie. Mrs. Fletcher, I know you know from the different channels where we see one another in chat, from time to time YouTube will have the handle rather than your username. I like the usernames. It's really hard for me to tag when they're using, and of course, I don't have any control over it. YouTube does it. Yeah, Mechanic Mama, what even is normal? I mean, as you kids know, or if you don't know, you should know, because at the beginning of the month, I told you I would be reminding you relentlessly throughout the month, but I'm not really the type to do that. I'm more the type to josh with you and tell you I'm going to relentlessly remind you, but then not do it just because I'm just like that. I don't know why. But anyway, the reason if I asked if you'd been watching any YouTube is because, let's see, how am I going to work this in? Oh, let me see. Yes. On the 30th of this month, I will be 75. I know. I know. Calm down, everybody. But anyway, a channel called the Krama Reels. And Krama Reels frequents our chat from time to time. Okay. The Krama Reels sent me an email 2 weeks ago. 2-weekish. Okay, around that much time. Okay. Thank you, Mechanic Mama. You take a hint so well. I knew that if I went on and on about it long enough, somebody would in chat would go, oh my gosh, Mrs. Fletcher, yeah, I know. But let me go on about myself, me, myself, and I. Yeah. And then if you want, I can go out on the porch and smoke a cigarette and see what you guys think about the hidden true crime thing that's going on, if you even know about it. But back to me. Okay. About 2 weeks ago or so, I got an email from the Cromer Reels. And there was a link to an unlisted Kitty Stop. There was a link to an unlisted video on her channel and asking if it was okay with me, the video. Well, first thought, of course, is what hi half pint. And y'all, just so you know, look out for F-bombs. They're likely to fly at any time, okay? My first fucking thought is, oh my goodness, I have said or done something somewhere on the main streets of YouTube that has gotten the attention of the Cromer Reels. And oh boy. But then my second thought was, what fucking business is it of mine, my love, what you put on your channel? If you have something to say and you feel like you need to invest the time in making a video to say it, then you don't need my permission, even if it is about me. So, third thing, I click the link. Hi, Patty Ponytail. Thank you, Half Pint. So I click the link to this unlisted video. It's a happy birthday to Lip Lock No More music video. Well, I don't know if you call it a video. It's kind of like a cartoon, and it's not like awesomely animated, but she wrote a song, Happy Birthday. And I cried and I laughed at the same time watching it. And so, of course, I let her know I'm crying and laughing at the same time. And I'm honored that you would take the time to do this. So, the Cromer Reels and I were in the same chat box here on YouTube several days ago. And usually when I'm watching a live stream, I'm not watching a live stream. I'm listening. I'm ingesting and digesting the information or the entertainment, whatever the case may be. And then deciding if I'm going to regurgitate it or poop it out, or if it's something I want to hold in my brain. So I'm like doing things and usually walking around like with my phone in my pocket and listening. But sometimes if I'm having a rest, which I do often at my age, I'll come in here to my office and pile up here on the pillows in the day bed and like play a game on my phone and have YouTube running on the laptop. But again, I'm just listening. I'm not like looking at the chat. But as you guys know, if you get tagged in a chat, it's going to pop orange, right? And I saw something pop orange. And it was the Cromer Reels asking if she could go ahead and release. I beg your pardon, I just burped. I'm so sorry. I've been drinking Coca-Cola. If she could go ahead and release that birthday video. And of course I responded, well, yeah, absolutely. So as soon as she put it on public, then I shared it on our community tab. So that's a long way around. You guys know I don't seem to have a short way of saying anything. I'm long-winded. Um, gift of gab. Um, so I shared it. I don't know how many of you have seen it. Um, Pam Fogel, you saw it. Mrs. Fletcher, yeah, honey, I beg your pardon, y'all. Let me get a sip of soda here and hope that at least if the phone falls over, it'll just topple onto some pillows. Let me get a drink. I'm so sorry. I should mute, shouldn't I? But let me see. Um, I don't know how well this will work, but you kids that have been watching me for a long time, some of you up to 4 years now, you know everything I do over here is hokey and corny. Um, so let me see, because I'm going straight to YouTube on my phone, I can't screen share. So let me find the Chroma Reels, which popped right up. And if you aren't subbed to the Chroma Reels, did I see Big Girl for Life? If you're not subbed to, hi, B Mama V. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you, B Mama. If you don't, I started to say if you don't know, of course you don't know. Well, or maybe you do. But I should say, if you're not familiar with the Chroma Reels on YouTube, I like the channel a lot. It's basically a clip channel that mostly talks about tragedy vultures, and in a very creative way through editing and audio, as well as other assets, gives us more or less highlights along with an AI breakdown of the overall content of certain tragedy vultures here on YouTube. Okay, but once in a while, the Chroma Reels, and if I could figure out how, and I don't, hi Laughing Heart, Ramblin' Rome, baby, are you still here? I know you've got your game going on. You're the only mod, baby, that I have in here right now, and I don't know how to drop a link when I'm going straight to YouTube on my phone. But anyway, the latest from Chroma Reels. How about if I go to channel? I am subbed, by the way, to the Chroma Reels, and watch just about everything that they put out. I think I do watch everything they put out. Go to the channel. Thank you. Videos. Like I said, I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to try. Hang on to your barf bags. We're going to shift around here a little bit. I don't know. We're going to try. Let me see. I'm going to for just a moment because I have to cough. Let me mute. Okay, I should be back. Let me see if I can navigate looking underneath here. Okay. Okay, pause, because the volume is turned all the way down. So this is your week before my birthday reminder that my birthday is the 30th of October, the day before Halloween. My mama thought she was going to get a witch, but instead, yeah. So I'm going to hit play here. Let me see, can I zoom in with this? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, I can a little. Okay, I'm going to have to try to hold it steady and hit play.
Ding dong, order you browless beauties. The browless kitchen cult is now in session.
Did you hear it? All you braless beauties. The kitchen cult is now in session. Look at the background, babies. There's a sign over here on the wall, Braless Kitchen Cult. Of course, that's us. I love what she's done, and I'm only 5. Kitty's in the window, but the lyrics, does it have, let me see if it, does it have closed captions? Let me see. It does. Oh, it says the ballless. Oh my God. Wait. My hair's falling down. Wait a minute. They close. Okay. No, Kitty, no. No, Kitty, no, Kitty. No, Kitty. All right, let me regain my composure. The lyrics say the braless kitchen cult, but the closed captions are saying the ballless kitchen cult. Oh my fucking God, I know, big girl. Okay, wait. Okay. Kitty, stop it. Kitty, stop. Y'all, I'm doing my doggone all right, now wait. Okay, the ballless kitchen cult is now in session. Here we go. Here, now stop it. Dismiss. Play.
I got coffee in my cup and cats on my lap. Cabbage rolls in the oven, ball cap on my cap. 17 per engines, one rescue hound. If the algorithm won't push me, I'll push this sound. It's my birthday, darlings. Ring that bell once more. Lip lock no more on the kitchen floor. We'll laugh, we'll sing, we'll raise a cheer and then use your superpower kindness and do it again. But after the song, now get out of my kitchen, amen.
Y'all, you babies, hi postcards, you babies that are here on a regular basis, you recognize that these lyrics are things that I say or have said or have referred to. I know Mechanic Mama. I love it. And I want you babies to go over, if you will, please. Even if you don't choose to sub up, I wish you would at least consider it, okay? But if you would, at least go over and give the Krama Reels a view, at least on this video, because you're my baby dolls, okay? Now I'm fixing to cry and I don't want to. I'm getting sentimental. Damned old sentimental woman. Now listen. But if you would go over there and at least give this baby a thumbs up on this video and leave her a comment. This had to have taken some work on her part. And like I said, the lyrics are things that you darlings will recognize. That's why I wanted to get them closed captions on. Now, I'm going to play the rest of it. Let me back it up to the very beginning, because I don't think she's going to get, let's see, how do I do it? Y'all know I ain't good at this. I'm trying. Chroma Reels isn't going to get aggravated or strike me if I play it from beginning to end. It's 3 minutes and 14 seconds long. So, hi, Dynamite. So, I'm just going to let it play. But if y'all go over and watch it on her channel, you'll get it with real good fidelity instead of through this little teeny speaker on my laptop, okay? But here, I'm going to play it all the way through without interrupting it.
The Browless kitchen court is now in session.
Browless.
I got coffee
in my cup
and cats on
my lap.
Cabbage rolls in the oven, ball cap on my cap. 17 per engines, one rescue hound. If the algorithm won't push me, I'll push this sound. It's my birthday, darlings. Ring that bell once more. Lip lock no more on the kitchen floor. We'll laugh, we'll sing, we'll raise a cheer and then use your superpower kindness and do it again. But after the song, now get out of my
kitchen.
Amen.
Amen.
Cloth napkins on the table, bandanas in a row. Goulash, not goulash shoes. Just so y'all know, I'm Arkansas honest with a point swing draw. If you spell it I'll still love you.
You are.
It's my birthday,
darling.
Ring that bell once more. Lip lock no more on the kitchen floor. We'll laugh, we'll sing, we'll raise a cheer and then use your superpower kindness and do it again. But after the cake, now get out of my
kitchen.
Friend.
Now there's a little musical interlude. I know, big girl for life, isn't it, darling?
For the ones we're missing, we keep the light on bright. Speak truth, share facts, hold hope through the night. If you know something credible, you know who to call till every child is found. We won't stop it all.
Hi, outdoorsy life. Makes me want to dance.
Receipts for pie and a song on my breath. A browless hallelujah to the YouTube set. If the bots say mind your language, I'll wink and comply. Then ring that Navy bell and let the notes fly. It's my birthday,
darling.
Ring that bell once more. Lip lock no more. 75 and more. We'll laugh, we'll sing, we'll hug through the screen. Kindness is the superpower. Keep it shiny, keep it clean. Ding dong, meet the germ, be kind. Don't let the snakes abuse you. Now get the out of the kitchen, I got cake to eat.
And as I said, hang on.
With Google Play Games,
Hang
you
on.
can play
Hang
unlocked.
on.
Unlock bigger screens and better controls.
Now get the fuck out of my kitchen. I've got things to do. Hi, Sherry. But y'all, isn't that anyway? Let's see. Y'all, my hair. Uh, give me just a moment, if you babies would, and let me see if on my laptop, if I can copy and drop that link in our chat. I think I can. If not, you guys know that it's Chroma Reels. Half Pint, I know, extremely talented. And Auntie Sherry, it make the beat and it won't come to my, it's like jazz, but it's kind of like ragtime, but not really. It's kind of like Dixieland, but not really. So I really like the genre that she chose. But hang on, babies, here a minute. I said escape. I'm trying to get it off a full screen. Come on. Okay, let me see. How do I copy the link for the video? It's okay. I just do a share. I share, copy. Go back over to us. Okay, I'm going to see if I can drop the link for that. I'm going to see if I've learned something. I'm going to see if I can drop the link to that happy birthday video in our live chat. How do I? Well, I copied the link, but I can't figure out how to get it into chat. Well, I'll drop it when I end the live. I'll put the link to the Chroma Reels Happy Birthday Lip Lock No More video in the description. How about that? I'll do it that way. How long have we been on here? 38 minutes. I want a cigarette, so we're going to go outside for a minute. Anybody that wants to hang out. I just realized the furnace is kicked on. I turned it on and set it on 70 degrees and it's kicked on. And Bob's not in the bed and he's not in his chair. That must mean I woke him up and he's outside smoking. Okay, I don't know if we'll start pixeling or anything. And your chat is faded again, so I don't even know if we're still live. I think we're still. Am I back now, babies? I think I hit the wrong button. Wow. Well, guess what? I didn't panic. I just thought about it for a second and I was like, okay, do this, then do this. Okay. All right. Well, baby, did I wake you up? He said I didn't wake him up. All right. Hang on a second for me, darlings. I'm going to grab a cigarette and light it. Hey, baby. Did you have a decent nap, Duff? He had a decent nap. I might need to move if you're going to watch YouTube because I can't have it coming over. Okay. I just needed a puff or two before I say goodbye to the kids. Bob is watching YouTube on his phone and he was about to turn up the audio and then I was like, no. Bless you, darling. Honey, Pam Fogel is saying hello. I would turn the camera around and let you guys see him, but he did just get up from a nap. And so, yeah, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to make him mad either. Oh, I know. He said, I ain't going to get mad. No, it wouldn't be like him to get mad, but it would be rude. He needs to go to the barbershop and get a haircut. I need your chat to come back. I have no content, and so I need to be able to see chat. Anyway, kids, thanks for coming over and just hanging out for a little while with me on a Saturday. As you can see, it's very gray and cloudy here. And, you know, like I said, we're having leftover chili for supper. All my housework is done, except I do have some clothes to put into the dryer. And I just felt like I should check in and say hello and see what you kids have been hanging out up to. I saw Half Pint's chat saying hanging out, and I started to say, I thought I should just hang out. I like hanging out with you guys. You know, when I go live, I pretty much use this channel like it's my first personal Facebook page or something. You know, like we're having a group chat on Instant Messenger. And I don't know why I'm spitting when I'm talking. I like our little group over here. Pam, honey, I'm going to be trying to come on live more frequently. Hi, Lisa. Anymore, since Bob has retired, our schedules have changed. And although he is working in the mornings most days during the week, my schedule with the rescue animals and housework and stuff like that, you know, just life, okay? Life. So there are a lot of times that I'm really in the mood to go live, but like today and most lives, I don't have any content. There are lots of things I could talk about. Many things I'm aware of. But I don't like to talk about something unless I have taken at least a number of hours to put the content together to actually make a presentation, not just be stringing a bunch of words together with a word salad. And it's been challenging for me. Yeah, Half Pint, basically that's what my live streams have become, a place for folks to kind of decompress either from what's going on in what people here on YouTube call their real life, although I am on real YouTube right now and this is my real life. I don't understand the differentiation. I mean, I get it that this is the internet, but it's still part of my real life. I'm not I'm not AI, I'm not an avatar. I'm a real human being here talking to you on my own front porch, right? So, yeah. Um, Whereas anyone that might be new and watching from the bushes or whatever, more often than not, if there is something I wish to address that is controversial or triggering, um, could incite negative feelings in the listener, I try to use my video uploads for that and keep them to 15 minutes or less. Generally speaking, I am strolling through our yard and just speaking stream of consciousness, but I have gathered my thoughts before having done so. Pam, I hope to come on my birthday. Yes, Mechanic Mama, it is a crow. There are two of them that frequent the yard. They haven't brought me anything shiny yet, but I wish they would. I'd like to make friends with them. I hope it's not too loud, by the way. If you watch regularly, you already know, but if you are new, you'll notice that my shorts are 99.99% dedicated to missing summer wells, missing out of the Beach Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee, in Hawkins County, Tennessee, since the 15th of June of 2021. There are no updates. There's nothing to discuss in Summer's case. She is why I started this channel, by the way. But I made a spiritual promise to Summer Wells that as long as I am alive and as long as I am able to speak, that I would relentlessly remind the public of her and of her disappearance and the fact that she has not been found yet. So because there are no updates, there's only bullshit, rigmarole, crap, gossip, and people who still choose to ride on her back, her being Summer Wells. But there's nothing new. But I intend to keep that promise. There's a thing about it that makes me sad. I mean, the shorts themselves. Everything about Summer makes me sad. I've noticed a trend, and that is when on the rare occasion now I make a short about Jody Sue Brown that I cloaked with the mantle, the moniker, The Neighbor, years ago. Now she's chosen to add it to her username, or at least her channel name. You're welcome, Jody Sue. Fuck you, bitch. Anyway, on the occasion that I make a short poking fun at her, there are hundreds and hundreds of views. On a daily short about Summer Wells, I'm lucky if I get 100. Now, I want to make it clear, it's not about me getting views. I do not say what I'm about to say in a self-righteous manner, and I do not mean it in that way at all. But I am not on YouTube to make money, and I ain't here to be liked. The channel is monetized, yes. And about every 3 to 4 months, there's enough money collected from Google AdSense that I get $100. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying that to let you know I'm not here to make money. And I'm most definitely not here to make money off of the name of Summer Moon Utah Wells. If I were, I would fire up a live every single day, and I would jack my jaws every single day in and day out, about nothing at all, stringing together a bunch of words, creating a word salad that you can toss with a fucking house dressing. But I will keep my fucking promise. Some days are harder than others. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to go off the deep end, onions. You know how I get. Anyway, all of that after I tell you that my lives are mostly designed to just hang out and chill out and not get wound up about anything. And then what do? Near the end, I go and get wound up tight as an 8-day clock. I apologize. I didn't mean to. But before we say goodbye, just in case there's one person that hears this that has not heard it before, or has heard it and maybe forgotten. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Flies. Summer Moon Utah Wells was 5 years old the day she disappeared. That was the 15th of June of 2021, sometime in the early afternoon hours, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Thank you, darling, for dropping me. Summer has blonde hair and blue eyes. Since her disappearance, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children have issued 2 age-progressed images of Summer Wells. They are on her page. I will leave that link in the description along with the other link I'm going to leave after I end the live, to the TBI NEWSROOM /Summer Wells. There you will find her updated image. According to the FBI CARD team, Child Abduction Rapid Deployment, there were no signs of abduction. Summer was first missing and endangered. After law enforcement arrived at 7:03 p.m., having received 2 separate calls at 6:26 and 6:28 p.m. At 7:03 p.m. on the 15th of June, the first law enforcement officers from the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department arrived at 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community, the home of the Wells family. The next day, a press conference was held. A number of officials spoke, including Leslie Earhart, the public information officer for the TBI. At 11:16 a.m. on the 16th of June of 2021, Summer Wells was elevated from missing and endangered to a nationwide Amber Alert. although technically she does not meet the 4 standards, the protocol of the United States Department of Justice, because there's no vehicle identified or connected to her disappearance. In the words of her mother, Candace Bly Wells, she was just gone. That Amber Alert was issued, according to Leslie Earhart, based on new information that had been garnered between 7:03 p.m. on the 15th of June of 2021 and the morning of June the 16th. We, the public, do not know what that new information was or who it came from. So if you or anybody you know has any credible information regarding the disappearance and or the whereabouts of missing Summer Moon Utah Wells, born February 4th of 2016, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND for her and for you. Let's go read a little piece of something and let's say goodbye. We're coming through, we're coming through. I even thought to take the book in here. Get that, kitty. Oh, somebody used the bathroom. No, not the bathroom. The litter box. Pewee. Okay, babies, let me sit you down here for a second and go spray some air freshener. Okay, and hope that the kitties don't knock you over. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Be right back. Goodness gracious, I'll be right back. Shoo-wee, kitties. My goodness. That's nasty. That's nasty. Get my pad back up here. So, anywho, if you're new, I don't like to leave my listeners, my viewers, my subs, my members, you kids in the bushes, I don't like to leave you on a sour note. And one thing I do, because I'm a corny old woman, is read you just a little cold reading, a little piece. Right now, we've been reading from Getting the Most Out of Life, an anthology published by the Reader's Digest in 1946. And all of the pieces contained within are either biographical or autobiographical. So let's see. Okay. No kitty, no kitty. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, kitty, keep going. Okay. This is from a section called Children Can Be Taught Life. It's about 4 paragraphs, written by Constance Cameron, titled It's Plain Thievery. Let's see what Constance Cameron had to say. A guest said recently upon leaving, "I like to come here. It's the one place I can say anything I want to, knowing it won't go any further." The compliment should really have gone to my mother. One day when I was about 8, I was playing beside an open window while Mrs. Brown confided to my mother a serious problem concerning her son. When Mrs. Brown had gone, my mother, realizing I had heard everything, said, "If Mrs. Brown had left her purse here today, would we give it to anyone else?" "Of course not," I replied, and Mother continued, "Mrs. Brown left something more precious than her pocketbook today. She left a story that could make many people unhappy. It's still hers, even though she left it here, so we shall not give it to anyone. Do you understand?" I did. And I have understood ever since that a confidence or a bit of careless gossip which a friend has left at my house is his, not mine, to give to anyone. The end. Well, I'm the same old girl that I used to be. I hadn't changed at all. I got the same old walk, the same old talk that'll drive you up the wall. The same old face, the same old smile, same old baby blues. And I'm still doing the rumba, baby, and still the girl for you, I'm still doing the rumba, baby. I can't seem to quit. If my mama catches us doing the rumba, my mama will just pitch a fit. But I can't help myself. It's much bigger than me. If I were you, I would hang on to a rumba girl like me. Hey, hey, hey. Now, you don't have to get out of my kitchen because we ain't in there, but you do need to get your asses out of my office because I've got a nap to take. I love you, babies. Thank you for being here. And don't ever forget, you do have a superpower. It's called kindness. When you spread kindness, it's going to come back to you tenfold when you least expect it, but you need it the very most. But always proceed with caution and do not spread your kindness amongst the motherfuckers that don't deserve it. Now get out of my office. I got the same old walk, the same old talk that'll drive you up the wall.